All right, normally I would just post this in my classroom, but I'm going to actually show you how to do the shading of these graphing of inequalities. So we are starting with an inequality statement. Y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x plus 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to graph this just like a y equals mx plus b in slope-intercept form. So we're going to start at that positive 3. So you can see right there I have a little red dot at the positive 3 in the y-intercept, and I did this by hand. So if it's a little bit off, it's the best I could do by hand. So then we're going to use that 1/2 to do the rise over the run and graph other points on this graph. So what I did was I went up 1 and over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and then I also went back over here and did the same thing, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, until I made my entire line. Now, we're going to pay close attention to this sign right here. Anytime we have a sign that has a line under it, means that we are drawing a solid line, which is why you see that the graph has a completely solid straight line. Again, it's not 100% straight because I did this by hand, but anytime you do have the inequality statements that look like this, then that means that you are making a solid line for the graph. I'll show you what a dotted line looks like in a minute in another video. But now what we're going to do is pick a side to shade for this inequality statement. So we test a point by using any point we would like. I use 0, 0 whenever possible, as long as it's a point that's not on the line that we've just drawn. So 0, 0 is down here. That works perfectly. I'm going to show you what to do with it in a second. So we check to see if in the inequality statement, if it makes the statement true, then you're going to shade which side that it is. And if it doesn't make it true, then you shade the opposite side. So what does that mean? So I just said 0, 0. So we're going to put a little X kind of where it marks the spot. So X is there at 0, 0. So what I'm going to do is plug in 0 for X and 0 for Y and see if that statement is true. So I'm going to do that over here. So we're going to say 0 is greater than or equal to 1/2. Our X coordinate would be 0. And then we have that plus 3. This is 0 plus 3. And so if we look at this, 0 is greater than 3. Is that a true statement? The answer is that's false. So since the dot or the point that we made was over here, that's not a side that we want to shade. So we would shade up here. And that's how we do our shading for an inequality statement. If you want more questions like this, you can find them on my YouTube channel. You want algebra, check these out under graphing inequalities.